is weird that they're all in autumn. Like, you would think there'd be, like, one in each. And then, like, the head would be in... like, behind the final boss. But to be fair, this room, more than anything else, has more places to hide things, so... So it's by the tower and the red wheat. Oh! Actually even have a quest marker when I tracked it. Alright, let's go see if we can really pretty quickly get through Night at the Museum before we call this a night tonight. How many times did I just say night in that sentence? Not too many. More than probably was necessary. Poor heavy breathing orc. We'll just go back this way. So I'm wondering if by not doing the mage thing early enough, and since it never quite triggered the quest markers for the disable the conduits for each of the different things, because I picked those all up before triggering that step of the quest, if something was different with the boss, like it never got nerfed, or like it's supposed to be easier if you've disabled the conduits and maybe it didn't pick up, or did I actually flag them and he was easier because I did do all the things, it just didn't show up in the quest tracker. I don't know. Oh, really? You can't even fight the boss until you've done all the things. Well, well, I mean, at least that confirms I did all the things correctly. Worst comes to worst, if I can't create replicas of all the legs, I'll just console command them in. Because you guys saw it. I mean, everyone saw. I did the quest. I found all the pieces. I have Robot Horse. I am Robot Man. Normal human Robot Man. I kind of love this. Yeah, Norm is Iron Man. Well, no, he's Dwarven Man, because Iron is several steps lower on our heavy armor list, but you know what I'm saying.
I'll be waiting until nightfall.
Yes, you'll be waiting till nightfall. I am now going to wait till nightfall. 13 hours. Very spooky. I'm here.
Excellent. Let's see what we can discover. I'll have a look around the main hall while you investigate the library.
Fantastic.
Look for anything you think is out of place.
You are out of place. You are not supposed to be here. Also, that guy whose body is now gone. Oh, he pretty much did the same thing. Ah! Okay.
This place certainly.
I'm just gonna assume it's the ghost that played the horns.
Quite an interesting place this building is. A lot of history here.
Got some classic poltergeist stacking chairs. Ooh. What? What's that? I think the ghost is having more fun with the soundtrack than anything. Hello, my dearest. I hope this letter finds you well. I miss you greatly, and I can't hardly wait to bring you up here to Solitude and show you what I've labored over for the past several months. It'll be a place of greatness, to be certain. I won't go into detail because I wish it to be a surprise when I'm able to bring you here. All I can say is I miss you more with each passing day. But we must remain steadfast and patient. Soon my work will be complete, and we'll be together again. Your love, Niles Crane. So if I don't get the achievement, do I don't get the air horns? And I don't get scared half to death? I'm starting to regret my decision. Where are you? You said you were in the main hall. If I track the quest, will it tell me where you are? This is not the main hall.
Huh. There certainly is an ethereal presence here. Interesting. This is a personal letter from Lord Macnarian to his wife.
Really?
Niles Macnarian was the benefactor who paid for and oversaw the construction of the original sections of the building. It looks as if the seal was broken a long time ago. Perhaps delivered and then recovered by the original sender?
Maybe it was covered by his brother,
Almost certainly has some...
Fraser Macnairan.
Let's keep looking about, but do be careful. I think the spirit is starting to become agitated. Several weapons fell off the walls right behind me, and many of the dishes in the reception hall flew off the table and landed at my feet.
My dishes?
I'm a bit tired, to be honest. Trying to attune my senses to an unknown specter has really taken its toll. I think I'm going to go have a lie down in the staff barracks for a couple hours.
What are we paying you for?
Use one of the other beds in there and get a little rest as well. We're going to need to stay sharp.
Dude, I tell you this with all honesty. I can literally stay up for days, weeks, without sleeping. Weeks. Move. Wonder if he's flagged as essential. This is actually more sleep than I've had in, I think, since I started playing the game.
Oh, good. You're awake. You have to come see this. Oh, yes. The mannequins seem to have come to life on their own and have come up from the armory and begun to wander around the museum. While their
Again?
companions have apparently barricaded themselves in from the other side. But no, this is actually what I wanted to show you. I can't explain it beyond saying there's definitely something awry here.
You mean the stacks of chairs?
But what exactly are they trying to say is beyond me. I'm gonna go take a look around the East exhibit halls. Why don't you search the Gallery of Natural Science? And I believe there's a storeroom under the staff barracks that might be worth searching.
Yeah. Go find the additional clues. Storeroom. bowling with my bottles? Can I walk into these? Yes. Haha. Take that, ghosts. Yep, there's the portrait. Oh. How come I never noticed the chandelier was upside down? Oh. Okay, I've done this quest I don't know how many dozens of times. I've never noticed that. That's kind of cool. Do the achievements for the curator's compendium actually do anything for you? Like, I've never actually figured that out. Progress on the new temple is moving along. Labor issues are minimal, but supply problems plague me at every turn. You wouldn't think quarrying stone would be any harder in the frozen north than anywhere else in Tamriel, but the hardening ground is making it difficult to pry the larger stones free and getting them down the blocks. We've exhausted most avenues here. We're trying to get some stone brought in from Markarth, though it may take some time. We did uncover a nice piece of marble, though, not substantial enough for construction, but will save your statue, perhaps. A statue of Talos is completed already, so I could use the marble for a gift or dedication to the building. I'm told that the building will be named for us and called Macnarian Hall. A painting was commissioned. As much as I hate sitting still for so long, I have obliged them to paint, and the painting was made. It will be nice to have a portrait of to commemorate the great efforts here, but I have plans commemorating the achievement. You can set them to give skill points and randoming. I didn't know that. I need to check that out. Achievements. Reward perk points, reward attribute. Oh, jeez. Huh. That'll be fun to play with. I had no idea that was a thing. Okay, so he was going to go into the East exhibit halls, right? Problem, can't go into the East exhibit halls. He's in Dragonborn Hall. You're just sitting here? You're supposed to be getting the ghost out.
Did you find anything? Interesting. Well, it's clear that we're dealing with the disquieted spirit of Lord Macnarian himself. Though I'm not exactly sure why he would be upset. The hall had always been named for him, prior to it being a museum.
Maybe it's because we made it a museum? Maybe he really didn't like museums. This was supposed to be a temple, after all.
Do you recall ever seeing such a painting hanging in the museum?
Yeah, it's in my hands.
Oh, fantastic. Let's go ahead and hang it up somewhere prominent in the reception hall.
Oh, you're just a bundle of insight, aren't you? There.
Great. and now we rest.
What?
By morning, but we should spend the night here just to make sure there's nothing else the spirit is looking for.
Yeah, all I had was, I think a moose and, like a deer. What's up, bro? How you doing? It's good? Yeah! Chug!
Quite an interesting place this building is. A lot of history here.
Yeah, I've walked in there once doing this quest with... I've already activated everything in the science hall. The natural science hall. And it's just kind of like, oh, shoot, I just need that book over there, please. Oh. Black Horse Courier, Evening Star Edition. Word from High Rock has come that Lady Aurelia McNarian was found dead on the 4th Evening Star following a tragic fire that broke out in the east wing of the McNarian estate. The Magistrate Wayrest has investigated, but the cause of the fire has not been released to the public, though they say that foul play has not been ruled out. Lady Aurelia was the wife of wealthy philanthropist Lord Niles McNarian, who is best known for his work in building and establishing various temples dedicated to the 9 divines all across Tamriel. His recent work has taken him to Skyrim, where he has been hard at work overseeing the construction of a new temple of Talos based in Solitude. The news of his dear wife's demise came as a shock to him in an ill-fated night of drunken mourning. He either stumbled out and threw himself off the cliffs of the building at the site into the sea, far below the Arch of Solitude. His body was unfortunately never found. The project saw its way to completion, and the new temple has dedicated to McNarian Hall in the memory. Wait, I thought it was going to be named for them regardless. The terrifying space organizations, the primary giants. I love this spell. I can just walk into a room and everything dies. Yeah. There's nothing quite... Did you just say behind me? There's nothing quite as good feeling as the fact that we can get to the high enough level that you can actually kill one of the giants and not get launched into space. Ooh, neat. This is one thing I also like about this, is like, if you haven't done a bunch of stuff in here, this is a great way to like preview all the stuff you'll be getting in the museum eventually. Oh yeah, there's like that. But no dragon scrolls, or elder scrolls. Creepy. Huh? Well, aren't you adorable? I received news today of Aurelia's death. How can the divines treat me so? Have I not toiled tirelessly to use my fortunes and skills to glorify their names? Am I deserving of such blatant disregard and malice? I just cannot bear this pain, even as I write these words. I know that my heart died with you, my dear wife. I will press onward, though, somehow, and finish this building, dedicated to you as my most beautiful work, befitting of you, and it will be my last. I just had the commission drawn up yesterday for a marble statue to be built in your likeness, and came to an agreement with the sculptor, paying the deposit to start the work, and not had a chance to deliver the official agreement and the balance owed. But it seems now that it will be a memorial of you rather than a tribute. Oh, how I wanted to see you, for you to see this place, to see your statue adorn the entrance. All I can hope is now that you will gaze upon me and sit in the seat of the divines and smile. I suppose a drink is ordered to drown my sorrows, and maybe cold air and walk out back. I will aid to clear my thoughts. wah, 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 wah.
Oh, good. You're awake. Are you?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. When I woke up, you were gone from the barracks and lying unconscious out here on the floor.
Okay, so if I was lying unconscious out on the floor in the middle of the room, not where you had left me when we fell asleep, why are you asking if I'm okay? No, I'm clearly not okay.
Well, I should say so, and it had a good solid hold on you, to be sure. I suspect it was no mere nightmare, but Magnarian himself.
I like this little statue walking around in the background. Don't mind me.
The feelings and thoughts of the dead often come to the living as very disturbed. We believe it's only because they lack the means to fully make their wills known. Did you discover anything?
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible. I had heard that Lord Magnarian had met a rather unfortunate end after his wife passed away. But I didn't know the circumstances until now. And by the look of this journal, he was in great grief right before his death.
No, you knew the circumstances beforehand. The circumstances were he fell off a cliff.
I suggest looking around for any clues.
What you lacked was context.
There will be any out there, as this has all happened decades ago, but you never know. And our work is obviously not finished with the placing of the painting. I saw that there is a way to access the alley between the Blue Palace and the museum on the upper balcony.
Oh, good.
The ladder I found amongst the clutter that the ghosts scattered about. Just be careful out back. We wouldn't want you to share in Magnarian's fate.
Now, I'm really kind of curious. Oof. Question. Okay, good. That should give me just enough gold to actually get the statue. I'm still not 100% sure where this ladder goes. Like... where is this? In respect to the rest of the museum. I'm not... sure? I've never been able to figure that one out. Like, it's like... Burgess Olfsted of Harfingard agrees to sculpt one life-size statue of the likeness of Lady Aurelia Magnarian using provided oil painting as reference and hewn from natural marble provided by the patron. Niles Magnarian for the sum of 8,000 septims and the amount of 4,000 septims already paid in advance for the rest payable upon delivery of the work. And that's why we need the 4,000. That little teleport square is very hard to find sometimes. Ugh. All right. Brother Ichabod, are you here?
I've been
Oh.
looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. I have a letter here for you.
Okay.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
I guess.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Probably just wants me to kill some bandits.
Beyond
Oh.
imagining. I found these words inscribed in ancient dwarven ruins in the Reach. I believe they mark the entrance to a forgotten city. My brother went in a few days ago and hasn't returned. I need someone I can count on to go in after him and bring him back alive.
Okay.
I've heard great things about you, which is why I'm asking for your help. I'll be waiting for you in the ruins. Please hurry.
Nothing great about Norm. Norm is normal human,
Imagining. Cassia.
not great human. Thanks, Cassia. We'll talk to you later.
This place certainly can put one on edge all alone at night. Amazing. To think that this small bit of parchment has been wedged between the rocks, dangling from the cliffs out there all this time. Being
Yep.
ravaged by the winds and the rain and the snow year after year, and it still persisted. Perhaps it was the will of Niles Magnarian that preserved it, so we might take action on it.
Or it's laminated.
Burgess Ulfstead, is it? Ulfstead, where have I... Ah, that's right. There's a stonecutter by that name living down by Catla's farm. Or Morgraine, if memory serves. I'd take it to him and see what you can find out about what happened to the statue his great-great-grandfather carved.
Luckily, I have that as a fast travel point. Explorers seek to unearth lost relics of the past. What are you doing? You don't need food. Or companionship. You are a robot.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, you know anything about this?
Gondrak. What's this? Oh dear, this is my great-great-grandfather's name.
Yeah?
He's a sculptor and a stonecutter by trade. Passed down through the family to me as well. So after 3 generations, are you finally here to make good on this and collect the statue?
Yeah.
Well, yes. It's been gathering dust in our cellar.
Atlas map markers? I'll have to look into that one too. I'll add to the list.
Grandfather apparently didn't feel right about selling it because it was half paid for already.
Well, I got the other 4K.
Absolutely. I'll get some hands and we'll cart it on up there by tomorrow.
Thank you. And now we wait for 24 hours. And the horses do not move, and the chicken does not move. For they are trapped in time, quantum locked, because I am looking at them. Ah!
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Right, then what are you doing out here?
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him.
Oh, good.
I found
How do you know that?
The spirits of both Niles and Aurelia were wandering the halls of the museum,
They were?
viewing the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on. They seem quite content.
Uh-huh.
You may see them around from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problems.
Can we charge extra for that?
Not at all. Just doing the good work of Arkay so that the spirits of the deceased get the rest they deserve. And the rest of us can manage to get a good night's sleep as well. Take care.
I could see that being a bit problematic with the being very hard to clear. You have to zoom in real close to get some things right sometimes. Well, I'm broke. To the Hall of Wonders, where we can display our wonders and fill various people with wonders. What do you mean I lack the... Oh. Oh. The wheat in there? Of all the weird things that you can bring with you, apparently wheat.
You're back. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I trust things fare well. I found an odd weapon from a Dunmer trader, and it turned out to be something rather impressive.
It's a pointy thing.
Have a look and place it on display if you like.
Okay? Hey,
How can I help?
there's no more ghost.
Ah, yes.
Where were you?
Unsettling business.
Yeah, he reimburses you. So you just gotta talk to him. They don't tell you that, though. So unless you bring it up, like, with him when you're next time you talk to him, and that took...
Their own, and decided to call the aid of the Priest of Arkay. I took refuge at the Blue Palace in the meantime. Thank you for looking into it. Also, I'm to understand that you paid out of pocket.
Yeah, here it is.
Statue out front, which appeased the spirit. I'll reimburse you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, unless you actually know to talk to him to ask for the money back, you will never get reimbursed for it. I mean, the option will stay there. Like, you can always do it, but it's one of those things unless you know. I'm assuming this is going to be one of those things where I am going to... Because you have the Dwarven Crown of Spring, Winter, and Autumn. But then you also have plain Dwarven Crown. So I'm assuming this is going to have to be like a replica situation. Also, I need to go and get more of the wheat, apparently. So I'll take that for the time being. Gain attunement to the active weather type when equipped, increasing your magical resistances and potency based on the weather type attuned. Attunement can be reset by equipping and unequipping. Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I don't have the items for that either. I do have you, though. Oh, okay, so there were just 3 gems. Good to know. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Missing one. I know, I actually know I'm missing one because I actually learned it. Ooh. Let's do a quick stop at the ye old replica table and see what we can get out of that whole thing. And then we'll just call it a night from there, because it is... Oh, here we go. I can actually make all of my wheats. That's interesting. So I did see a bunch of dwarven stuff for this. So what, you can make the vestiges of the visages, but... I'll figure that out. Hey there! Hope you enjoyed the video! If you liked what you saw, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe here on my YouTube channel. It really helps me get found by the algorithm. Also, here's a few extra videos that you might enjoy as well. The one up top is the full stream of this episode, and the other one is going to be something else that is going to be suggested for you. Alright, thank you so much. See you next time!